Hi, what if you could work in cybersecurity from anywhere in the world without coding? In this video, I want to show you why remote cybersecurity roles actually exist and where non-technical professionals can fit into that. So here's something most people don't realize. Many cybersecurity functions are already designed to be remote by default. Why? Because the systems, the data, and the risk that companies are managing is all digital. They're not tied to a physical location, which means that people managing them don't always need to be either. My name is Kimberly Simon, and I help non technical professionals find and start cybersecurity careers without needing to code or be technical. And if you've been thinking about it, and you've been wanting to get into cybersecurity, but you're wondering, I need a job that's got more flexibility. I need a job that allows me to work from home. You need location freedom, but you assumed that cybersecurity wasn't an option for you. That's where you've misunderstood. A lot of people are looking for flexibility right now. People are looking for remote work. They're looking for control over their schedule. They're looking for the ability to work from anywhere in the world. And the cybersecurity industry is one of the few fields where that's actually possible. But here's the mistake that most people make. They assume that those roles are highly technical. I'm here to tell you something. They're not always. There are non-technical roles that still allow you to work remotely. You just have to know where to look. Let me try to explain this in a simple way. Think about cybersecurity like air traffic control. Planes are flying all over the world, but the people monitoring and guiding them aren't on the planes. They're in control centers. They're watching, coordinating, they're managing risk in real time. Cybersecurity works in exactly the same way. The activity is happening across the globe. It's happening across systems and networks and across data. But the people that are managing it are often doing that from wherever they are. So they could be at home, they could be in the office, they could be at a shared office. So let's make this practical. There are roles in cybersecurity that focus on monitoring activity. There are roles that focus on reviewing processes. There are roles that focus on coordinating responses or managing risk or communicating with teams. And many of those roles are done through dashboards. They're done through systems. They're done through reports or virtual collaboration, which means that they can be done remotely. You can work from home and do this. You can work from anywhere and do this. It's not that remote cybersecurity jobs don't exist. It's just that you've only been shown the technical side of them. So here's the shift that I want you to understand from this video. The real question is not, are there remote jobs in cybersecurity? Because I often get that. I need flexibility. Are there remote jobs in cybersecurity? The real question is, which roles are designed to be done remotely? And do they fit me? Because once you understand that, you stop chasing random job postings just because it says you can work from home. You actually start focusing on roles that naturally align with you. So they align with your skills, they align with your lifestyle goals. They align with how you want to work. Think about it like this. If you walk into a company office, there's some roles that need to be on site and they're there. But then there are other roles that don't. And those people are working from home and those people are working from anywhere. Cybersecurity has a lot of those roles too, those anywhere roles, especially on the non-technical side. And this matters even more right now. Companies are continuing to operate globally. Teams are distributed all over the country, all over the globe. Systems are cloud-based. So the need for people who can keep things organized, people who can manage processes, people who can communicate clearly, people who can identify risk is not tied to a single location. All that a company needs is not tied to one office. So if you've been thinking, I want more flexibility, I want to work remotely and I don't want to learn how to code, you're not asking for something unrealistic. It's perfectly possible in cybersecurity. You just haven't been shown where those opportunities are. And that's where clarity becomes important again. So because once you know where you fit, you can focus on the opportunities that match the way you want to work, the way you want to live. That's why I have created the Cybersecurity Role Finder. It's phenomenal. It helps you identify which roles align with your strengths. So you take an assessment and it asks you some questions about how you like to work, your skills, your experience, and then it tells you which roles match to you and whether those roles work remotely or in person. If you've already taken Role Finder, then the next step is building a clear path into the role that you are shown. So you were probably shown 4 or 5 roles that match with you. The idea is that you pick a couple or you pick one that you really want to pursue. And then we start working on the next steps for you to get there in months, not years. So if this sounds like something that you've been looking for, click on the link below or check my bio to start with Role Finder. If you've already taken Role Finder, then your next step is to go ahead and get into Cybersecurity Jumpstart, where you get your 30, 60, 90-day plan for what you should do next. If you're not already following me, then please follow me for more insights on how to access real opportunities in cybersecurity without needing to be technical. Because once you realize where flexibility actually exists, you stop guessing and you start building a path that works for your life. See you in the next video.